and welcome to Pajama Jams, the long version, which is just meaning that I'm going to play until I get tired of playing, hopefully around 45 minutes to an hour. And so I've got 10 songs lined up for you here in the song binder, and we're going to go ahead and start working through them, but I should introduce myself. I'm Lightning Lucas, and I got that name by surviving being struck by lightning. And now what I do is I have a YouTube channel where I put a fresh song up every week. But right now I'm going to start doing a fresh song, and then on the other week, an old song that's never been on YouTube. I'm going to freshen it up. That's the idea. Anyway, thank you so much for being here with me live, and hopefully more people will trickle in. We're going to start with a song called Phoenix that I wrote for the 2017 NPR Tiny Desk contest. Thank you for the comment, Dad. Looking forward to each song, new or old. It means a lot to me that my parents like my music. Okay, here's Phoenix. I thought that by now I would be somewhere else and on the A-team, but I find myself still empty, warming benches here on Team B. My dreams go up in smoke and down in flames. What's the lesson to be learned here? I don't know. In fact, it's unclear why I put in so much effort, time and money. Is it worth it? My dreams go up in smoke and down in flames. Here I sit now, typing up a resume I hope I won't need, but I know that I won't get that big break before I get hungry. My dreams go up in smoke and down in flames. Once my dreams are all in ashes, there before me new life hatches. On its wings I carry new dreams. Find your phoenix through your suffering, then you'll know why dreams go up in smoke and down in flames. Now I know why dreams go up in smoke and down in flames. Thank you. That was Phoenix. Next we have an older song from October 2015, so 5 years old. And this is kind of a philosophical song, so yeah, See if you can follow along. Will you concede to me every infinity? Hold on, I don't need this. There we go. Will you concede to me every infinity is larger than you can imagine? And there's a ripple for every conceivable action. If you concede these things, just take the time to think. Pebbles are just little boulders. Go on, turn the page. Whatever your age, you're too young to shoulder all your mistakes. Once more, a door opens. Once more, you're afraid it might slam in your face, so you don't consider that if you walk through it, you're going to change the world. Will you concede to me every infinity is larger than you can imagine? And that nothing's so small you can't see it at all. Yes, the void is beyond comprehension. If you concede these things with relativity, pebbles and boulders are just one size. So what's our incentive for being inventive when big ripples garner just temporal prizes? Once more, a door opens. Once more, you're afraid it might slam in your face, so you don't consider that when you walk through it, you're going to change the world. Though it seems we must give up hope when we're penniless, we're never broke. Once more, a door opens. Once more, we're afraid it might slam in our faces. We don't consider that when we walk through it, we're going to change the world. Thank you. That was called Once More. The next one up is Watching Your Grandson's Paint, which is one of many songs that I've written about my two. This is about Luke Hurst II. He started a painting business that is still thriving to this day. And this is about two true stories that took place, but I tell the stories in the song, so I'm just going to play it. I need a different harmonica. And you may be able to hear that someone is vacuuming upstairs. I did not expect that, but I can't really do anything about it without losing your attention. And I think that you'll be able to hear me. So this is Watching Your Grandsons Paint. So someone says, explain why you changed harmonica. So when you change the key, like the capo, harmonicas are stuck in one key. So this one is an E harmonica, and this one is a G. It's lower. So they're different. So that is why I changed it. Good question. Watching your grandsons paint. A guy came by, asked, are you getting any work out of him? I replied, you know, well, we try. But that's a lie. You see, the guy must have been confused. You've already paid your dues. You've got your pipe and your beard and your lawn chair. You've got on your suspenders and you've still got quite unruly hair. You got quite a few grandchildren and quite a few of them live nearby. I've got an accusation and you don't have an alibi. You've got it made, don't you? Sitting in the shade, don't you know? You've been in this trade since, well, the memories are faint. But this one ain't watching your grandsons paint. So that first verse was a true story, and this second verse is a true story too. Remember that time we clogged up the machine? You said, get me some tennis shoes and I will come and see. You took one look at the thing, stuck a crowbar in between. The frozen parts were soon unfrozen once your power you'd unleashed. You've got it made, don't you? Sitting in the shade, don't you know? You've been in this trade since, well, the memories are faint. But this one ain't watching your grandsons paint. And a Chinese buffet will do any day, but there's nothing quite like Thomas House Restaurant in Dayton. I can only think of one thing finer: biscuits and gravy at the L&S Diner. You've got it made, don't you? Sitting in the shade, don't you know? You've been in this trade since, well, the memories are faint. But this one ain't watching your grandsons paint. Well, the memories are faint, but this one ain't watching your grandsons paint. Long live Hearst Brothers Painting, although I don't want to do it myself. But yeah, if you want to help keep me from painting, check out the link in the description and go consider becoming a patron. Probably everyone watching live is a patron already. I don't know. Okay, So I didn't actually use the E harp there, but I knew that the next song I am going to use it. This song is called Star Chart. It's a love song, circa 2012. I've got a star chart where our dry erase planets align, yours and mine, sunshine. And when I look through my telescope, all I find is your eyes. This time is our time to shine. To shine, to shine, to shine, to shine, to shine, to shine. I've got a star chart where our dry erase planets align, yours and mine, sunshine. And when I look through my telescope, all I find is your eyes. This time is our time to shine. To shine, 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 to shine. Okay, this next one is pretty intense. I wrote it during my trip to Iraq, also in 2015. I'm changing keys again, so I have to go back to the G harmonica. Most of the stuff I do is in G. So this is a song from visiting Iraq, and it's called Wars. Wars are just battles, battles just fights. Fights are for sport, and sports are just wars. Wars are just battles, battles just fights. Fights are for sport, and sports are just wars. Where the horrors are real, but just in your mind, and the pain that you feel's an emotional kind that will go away soon. Yes, soon you'll feel fine. We've a canny ability to compartmentalize, for you'll hate your opponent. But it's a fine line. You might also be friends and hang out sometimes. Wars are just battles, battles just fights. Fights are for sport, and sports are just wars. Wars are just battles could mean that the wars are composed of just battles, or it could mean more that the wars have an end, but there's no end in sight. Each war's just a battle, just one little fight. And hatred breeds hatred. Each day has a night, but each night has a day, so we wait for the light. Wars are just battles, battles just fights. Fights are for sport, and sports are just wars. Wars are just battles, battles just fights. Fights are for sport, and sports are just wars. So where does this lead? What do we have in store? Fewer functional plowshares and more swords, and the mind-sweeping teams seem to reap their rewards. Let us all walk with them, we must all walk towards light. At the end of the tunnel is love. We must lay down our weapons so that we'll rise above, for the wars are just battles, and battles just fights. Love is just kindness, and kindness just war that is waged without weapons, and according to lore can be fought without fighting. So step out the door and do something about the injustice you see, for justice is love, and love is just peace, not the absence of war, but the presence of love. I think that is all. I think I've said enough. Thank you. That was Wars. And there's a whole album from that trip, which was actually the last time that I was out of the country, which is hard to believe given that I've been to 20 countries and consider myself a world traveler. I haven't been out of the country since 2015. And that trip was to Iraq and Indonesia. And I wrote a whole album that's on Bandcamp called, what's it called? And Then Keep Running. So that song's on there. Now for two songs that are love songs off the album, It Ain't Me Rough Cut. Okay, this one's called You Finally Got to Me. I was apprehensive, sure I was unsure, but I liked you enough to see if I would like you more. At first I was uncertain, though not exactly shy, just trying to get you thinking I was just a normal guy. But you sat across that table and you stared straight at me, and we both could see we both are full of quirks and eccentricities. So day by day I got to know you, bit by bit, and I couldn't tell you the exact moment, but you finally got to me. And it doesn't really bother me that you bite your nails, but I cannot teach you fingerstyle guitar till you prevail and stop that. I'll cuddle with you till I have to take a leak, and then we'll go and eat some of that soup you made to last all weekend. Falling Slowly is the name of a really good song. You say you're tired of it, so let's move along. We'll call this You Finally Got to Me. You're a hard-headed woman, you're my brown-eyed girl. Sunrise, sunset, you make mine a wonderful world. So if you're melting as I sing this happy song, know these for sure are good old days that we'll be looking back on, because you finally got to me. You finally got to me. That was You Finally Got to Me. It's from 2017. Hard to believe it's 3 years old already. And this one is off the same album, which is called It Ain't Me Babe, Rough Cut. And you can find that on Bandcamp, lightninglucas.com. What is it now? Bandcamp.com. I don't even know what it is. Bandcamp and Lightning Lucas, you'll find it. Okay, this one is called Stick Around Long Enough. Oh, I wrote her a song that straight up said, I need you. And I wrote her a song asking her if she could find me. I wrote her a song that said I would not give up on her, but things did not work out in the end. I wrote her a song that said I dreamed about her. I wrote her a song that claimed our stars aligned. I wrote her a lot of songs. She was on my mind for quite some time. Yeah, for quite some time she was on my mind. So maybe if you stick around long enough, I'll write you a love song which is up to snuff. Better than those other ones I wrote for her. Better than a lot of them for sure. And through the years I've written this or that tune for other lovers who came and went all too soon. I'm hoping you won't fit that category. I'm hoping this page contains a different story. So maybe if you stick around long enough, I'll write you a love song which is up to snuff. Better than those other ones I used to write. The The difference will be stark as day and night. So you came to hear me sing a romance-laden evening, but I can't wait for you to hear a set of love songs I haven't written yet. 'Cause maybe if you stick around long enough, I'll write you some love songs which are up to snuff, better than those other ones I wrote for them. I'm gonna write you some gems. I'm gonna write you some gems. I'm gonna write you some gems. Thank you. That's called Stick Around Long Enough. And I did write her a love song, which was up to snuff, which is not really these last two, they were okay, but the song Just Your Voice Won't Do, which is on this album, but it's also on the compilation album, A Taste of Lightning Lucas. And I believe that is one of my best love songs so far. Okay, let me see how many we have left. We've got 3 left. It's only been half an hour, but I guess I'm getting them done faster than I thought I would. Okay, so this one is called When We Seek Wisdom. When We Seek Wisdom, and it's based on the book of Proverbs. And it was apparently written in July 2015. My hand is cold. Not sure if I'm going to use the harmonica, but just got to make sure that it's close enough to my mouth, or else I don't have that option. Does not wisdom call out? Does not understanding raise her voice? On the heights along the way where the paths meet, she takes her stand. Beside the gates leading into the city, at the entrances she cries aloud. To you, O people, I cry out. I raise my voice to all. Listen, for I have worthy things to say. When we seek wisdom, we must remember what she says, or we have sought her for naught. When we seek wisdom, we must remember what she bequeaths to us, for she cannot be bought. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. A happy heart makes the face cheerful, but heartache crushes the spirit. A generous person will prosper. If you refresh others, you yourself will be refreshed. Whoever trusts in riches will fail, but the righteous will thrive on what is left. Rebuke someone wise and they will love you. Instruct someone wise and they'll be wiser still. Hatred stirs up dissension, but love covers all ills. When we seek wisdom, we must remember what she says, or we have sought her for naught. When we seek wisdom, we must remember what she bequeaths to us, for she cannot be bought. Better a love feast of vegetables than a fattened calf with gall. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit precedes a fall. Listen to advice and accept instruction, and in the end you will be wise. The first to present their case seems right till another makes you think otherwise. Gray hair is a crown of splendor. It is attained by a righteous life. Better a dry crust with peace and quiet than a house full of feasting with strife. A man who receives a great blessing is the man who finds a good wife. When we seek wisdom, we must remember what she says, or we have sought her for naught. When we seek wisdom, we must remember what she bequeaths to us, for she cannot be bought. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a bandit, and scarcity like an armed man. When we seek wisdom, we must remember what she says, or we have sought her for naught. When we seek wisdom, we must remember what she bequeaths to us, for she cannot be bought. My child, preserve sound judgment and discernment. Do not let them out of your sight. They will be life for you, and ornament to grace your neck. Then you will go on your way in safety, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. When we have sought her for naught, and we seek wisdom, let's remember her, she bequeaths to us, for she cannot be bought. That was When We Seek Wisdom, based on the Book of Proverbs. So we've got two more. Thank you for showing up and staying. Gotta go with this other harmonica again. This song is off the album I wrote when I visited my brother at Heston, Kansas, Heston College in the fall break of 2014. This is called Expectations. This exceeded my expectations, which I didn't know I had, until I realized they've been met, and then they've been surpassed. Had a great time today, making new friends that I might never see again. We hit it off right away over donuts and video games. Over donuts and video games. This exceeded my expectations, which I didn't know I had, until I realized they'd been met, and then they'd been surpassed. I had a great time tonight, watching you singing under lights, having a YouTube party, pick up sports, and singing in a racquetball court, and singing in a racquetball court. Sometimes things underwhelm me. This has been one of those times. This exceeded my expectations, which I didn't know I had, until I realized they'd been met, and then they'd been surpassed, until I realized they'd been met, and then they'd been surpassed. Thank you. That was Expectations. Now, for the last one of the night, I'm going to do the one I usually do as the last one of if I was doing a real concert, not a live stream concert, I would do this as the last song. These are the good old days. And this is a sing-along, so feel free to sing along at home if you so choose. Let me get a drink. Okay. Well, Johnny is finally turning 8. These are the good old days. He's got a Thomas the Tank Engine birthday cake. These are the good old days. Now later, Helen's 13. She's got a middle school crush. These are the good old days. Just walking past Johnny makes her blush. These are the good old days. These are the good old days that we'll be looking back on. These are the good old days, don't let them go to waste. In the garden working with the land, these are the good old days. We're all having God's mighty hand, these are the good old days. Now get your toes down in the dirt. These are the good old days. I've got sweat soaking through my shirt. These are the good old days. These are the good old days that we'll be looking back on. These are the good old days, don't let them go to waste. Sound of the creek as we're playing frisbee. These are the good old days. There's no place I would rather be. These are the good old days. Now holding your hand, you look me in the eye. These are the good old days. I probably think that I can fly. These are the good old days. These are the good old days that we'll be looking back on. These are the good old days, don't let them go to waste. The grass is always greener on another day of the week. And we may never find that better place that we seek, at least not on this side of the creek. These are the good old days that we'll be looking back on. These are the good old days, don't let them go to waste. A live stream with some vacuuming. These are the good old days. My voice is getting tired, I can hardly sing. These are the good old days. Maybe we'll do this again next week. These are the good old days. I'll have to think about making a few tweaks. These are the good old days. These are the good old days that we'll be looking back on. These are the good old days, don't let them go to waste. Today is a good old day that we'll be looking back on. Today is a good old day, don't let it go to waste. Don't let it go. Oh, 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 to waste. Thank you so much for tuning in to the first extended Pajama Jams, and we have made it 47 minutes. So I'm gonna just say thank you to my patrons, and if you really enjoy my music and would like to support me financially, check out patreon.com/lightninglucas. That's patreon.com/lightninglucas. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will put some links. No, I probably won't. I'm too lazy. So never mind. I'm going to sign out. Thank you for watching. And it's taking a while to sign out. So, okay, bye.